Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could. So, it is like charging the people with the fullest energy and zeal. Now, let us define properly leadership. Leadership is the act of motivating other people toward a common goal. People that have a leadership skills showcase a strong personality and interpersonal skills to lead others in their direction. Further, why is leadership an important skill? Leaders inspire others to follow a certain path in life. These leadership skills are important because human nature requires that certain people need to take charge and help others. Without leaders, it is very difficult to manage large group of people, set unified goals and make progress. What should a leader do? Leaders help their team and organization make progress and act in the right way. Good leaders should build a vision, set clear goals and directions, and map a dynamic path forward for their team or group. Now, what makes a good manager? What is the relation between a leadership skill, and a good manager? While a leader is simply a figurehead, a manager should exhibit the right leadership skills to motivate their team to work harder and get projects done faster. Good managers need to be empathetic, exhibit the behavior they want from their team, take responsibility for their actions, delegate effectively, and give praise when needed. Now, let us see some of the most important leadership qualities and skills that we look for in a great leader. First one is the communication. Now, if you are in a leadership role, good communication skills are absolutely crucial for you. See, without communication, you will not be able to convey your message properly, and unless or otherwise the message is conveyed to your followers properly, they would not be able to do any work properly. So, using language to perform one to one communication is really all that we have as human beings. Next one is your integrity. Without integrity, no real success if possible. You cannot expect your followers to be honest when you lack integrity yourself. A honest leader succeeds when they stick to their word, live by their core values, lead by example, and follow it through. Integrity is a cornerstone of all other leadership qualities. There are many things to look for in people with integrity, including apologizing for mistakes, highlighting the work of their employees and downplaying their own contributors, giving the benefit of the doubt when circumstances are unclear, being appreciative of people's time. Next, the skill which we look for in a good leader is accountability. For accountability, an effective leader needs to follow the advice when he says. A good leader takes little more than his share of the blame and little less than his share of the credit. Very, very important. So, when the part comes for accountability, whether it is done good or right or wrong, the blame is taken more by the leader. And when the time comes for the creditship, the leader takes less credit and he gives credit more to his followers. A strong leader is accountable for the team's result, good or bad. They hold themselves and their employees accountable for their actions, which creates a sense of responsibilities among the team. They give credit where credit is due and take responsibility for blame when necessary. Being accountable and leading by example is one of the quickest ways a leader can build trust with their team. Empathy. A true leader has enough open mindedness to understand their followers' motivations, hopes, dreams, and problems so that they can forge a deep person connection with them. Empathy isn't just being a nice person, but it is a mindset that enables leaders to make better predictions, improve their work strategies, inspire loyalty among their teams, better their negotiation tactics, increase creativity. Next comes the humility. When it comes to leadership, it can be tempting to become enamored with a new little title or status. However, great leadership style focus on problem solving and team dynamics much more than self promotion. A great leader will never be effective if they are more connected with themselves than with the well being of their team. So the great leader should be of ground reality, and he should be more attached and sharing and having a bonding with its members, that is its followers. Pride makes us artificial, humility makes us real. Being humble and vulnerable with their team members will make a leader more tolerable and effective. Resilience. The true grit of a leader is not how they perform during good times, but how they roll up their sleeves and produce when times get difficult. Great leaders with positive attitudes lead by examples and rally their team no matter the circumstances. It is this inherent positivity that helps react to situations with a calm, collected manner and focus on solutions rather than on problems. Resilience is a leadership trait that comes with experience. Vision. So, good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own this vision, and relentlessly drive it to completion. A company's vision only goes as far as a leader's influence over others. A great leader clearly sets the organizational direction and exercises keen decisiveness. Decision making is key to new ideas, ensuring team members know the bottom line and understand the goals and the mission in front of them. True leaders inspire loyalty, enthusiasm, and commitment, help remind everyone of the big picture, and challenge people to outdo themselves. Sharing this vision and compelling others to act is a secret trait of successful leaders. Influence. Some leaders believe that when they attain a certain level of leadership status, respect will automatically be given to them. This is not the reality, my friend. Leadership and influence are not interchangeable, and respect has to be earned but not given. So, here are some of the things that leaders can do to increase their influence over the others or their followers. First, clearly state what they want. Second, connect with people emotionally. Third, make others feel important. Fourth, be vulnerable and charismatic. Work towards commonly shared goals. Next, ask for suggestions and input. Build real and lasting relationship with the people. Act professionally and on social media sites like Facebook and LinkedIn. Have self awareness. Sorry. Next, positivity. Leaders inspire their team not based on their goals or outcomes, but on their exhibited behavior, life outlook, and attitude in any given situation. It's often said that employees' direct reports exhibit the behavior of their managers, and good leaders need to lead by example at all times while mirroring how they want their team to act. This comes down to positivity. Even the calmest workplaces can get stressful at times. It's more important it's more important how leaders react to this stress with a positive outlook rather than get flustered and place blame. Next, delegation. Delegation. Here, a difficult transition. The difficult transition for many leaders is shifting from doing to leading. Many new leaders are accustomed to doing all the work themselves and struggle to let others handle responsibilities on their own. Great leaders must elevate their team. They must be more essential and less involved. This requires the leaders to shape the others' thoughts and ideas forward a common goal, give their team everything they need to be successful, and get out of the way. Not directing their path, but setting clear expectations and explaining with the finish line. Now, this is the process of delegate how we can delegate the uh, process of delegation. How we can delegate the authority. So first you choose. So this is the delegation of authority process. First, what do? You choose the appropriate task, then choose appropriate person, set clear objectives and plan, then you implement the plan, you monitor it, evaluate or review it, and this process continuously goes on. Next one, confidence. To be an effective leader, you need to roll up your sleeves. To be an effective leader, you need to roll up your sleeves and take up the charge. This includes that being confident enough to lead, knowing that your plans and vision are not only viable for the team, but the absolute best decision possible. If you lack confidence in a leadership role, people will spot that quickly. Make it till you make it. They say about confidence, and that is 100% true. The more that you believe in yourself, the more you will be able to manage your stressful situation. True leaders are the ones that don't just talk about problems but come up with their own solutions fearlessly. Now, finally, we are going to see what a good leader should not do. Leaders should act a certain way, and there are some negative qualities that leaders should never exhibit, such as fail to set clear goals for their team, insult or degrade people, give praise too easily, act inappropriately or exhibit behavior that you wouldn't expect from team members, not hold regular meetings with their subordinates, fail to take decisive actions, act tough or lack empathy. So, dear students, this is the part 1 of leadership. In this part we have discussed about leadership definition, what are the importance, the qualities and the skills required for being a good leader, and in the next part we are going to see some important leadership styles. So thank you students for the day.